Expects a bit of a bumpy landing, but hopefully not too bad one either.
We're heading for the wrong runway. 22 left, remember?
Yes, I remember. Day 3, storm clouds.
I'm not complaining, Paul, but I was kind of expecting Catherine to be my co-pilot for today.
She's not feeling well. And guess what? Nobody else available. It was probably your flying that made her sick. Now, let's get on with it. Ladies and gentlemen, a quick weather update for you. Conditions aren't great right now, nothing to worry about. Our captain for today will keep things as smooth as possible.
Molokai ground, good morning. Kahalui Express 594 at stand parking 3. Request clearance for our IFR plan to Honolulu.
Kahalui Express 594, Molokai ground, good morning. Cleared to Honolulu, departure runway 23 and then it's filed. After departure, climb and maintain 4000, squawk 2150.
Cleared to Honolulu, departure runway 23, then as filed. Climb and maintain 4000 after departure. Squawk 2150, Kahalui Express 594.
Kahalui Express 594, read that correct. You're cleared to taxi to runway 23 when ready.
Cleared to taxi to runway 23 when ready. Kahalui 594. Can you please set the transponder to 2150?
Transponder set to 2150.
That's fine. Just double checks the setup. Saw 1,000 feet on the autopilot. We should be alright for taxi now. Runway 23. Just double check where runway 23 is before I make any more issues with myself. So yeah, we'll take off to the left and round to the gate. To the runway, sorry. Make sure taxi lights are set. Actually, all lights are on right now, that's fine then. So, how are you guys doing today? I'm not too bad myself. Snowed in the over the weekend last week, so had a bit of fun with that. Ooh, a bit of a jet wash, I have to say. Man, I probably should install the what's that weather add-on I've got for FSX, which I know works with Flight Sim Worlds. What's it called? It's going to annoy me now. It's going to be VFX Central. It runs in Precipitate FX. Should have installed that onto the simulator just beforehand. But yeah, there we go today. Flying our Piper Seneca. Slightly windy. Also looking at the storm, where the water's going, sorry. Flying our Piper Seneca to Honolulu with 2 passengers on board. Ooh, drifting there a little bit.
Kahalui Express
Drifting a little bit.
Change to tower for departure 125.7.
Switching to tower 125.7, Kahalui Express 594. Can you set COM1 active to 125.7, please? Molokai Tower, Kahalui Express 594 is holding short runway 23. Request departure clearance.
Kahalui Express 594, hold short of runway 23. Traffic Piper Mirage is on final, Molokai Tower.
Holding short runway 23, Kahalui Express 594. Ladies
No worries,
and
just
gentlemen,
going
as
to
we'll shortly be taking off, please make sure you have your seatbelts fastened, tables stowed,
There
and
we
window
go.
blinds up.
So there should be another aircraft coming to land just a moment. Though I cannot see him just yet on short final. Can't even hear him this time though, to be fair, so probably a little bit of flying left to go before he comes into land. Yeah, I can start to hear him now. Yep, I can see him. He's just coming into view now. And so there's a Super Cup somewhere else nearby in another airport. There he is. And then that's the other airline we own at Kahalui Express. Nicely done. Right, so just got to wait for tower clearance, get onto the runway, the
Kahalui
parts,
Express 385. Please vacate
then off we
runway
go.
right and contact ground on 121.9.
Vacate runway right and contact ground at 121.9. Kahalui Express 385. Weather isn't great out there.
Kahalui Express 594, taxi into position runway 23 and hold.
Taxi into position and hold. Kahalui Express 594.
There we go, position and hold. Autopilot looks fine, that's good. Let's go into position. Yeah, it's just water spray from the engines.
Runway 23 departs filed.
Cleared for takeoff.
Oops.
Runway 23. Kahalui Express 594.
A lot of drifting going on today. Yeah, spot up the engines. Wait for us to get onto the actual runway itself. Just off the thresholds. And then let's go for full throttle. To hold the rudder in as well, because it's very turbulent at moments. There we go. Not the most fun takeoff in the world at all. Slight crosswind as well. Gear up. Turn onto flight heading. And leave it for the autopilots to take care of now. Yeah, very bumpy takeoff that one, I have to say. Not a great one overall.
Kahalui Express 594, climb to 4,000 feet and continue on navigation.
Climbing to 4,000 feet and continuing on navigation. Kahalui Express 594.
So, nice simple departure today. Flying 2 passengers with us. And that'll be our flight today towards Honolulu. So to the main islands of Hawaii. Yeah, fairly turbulent today, but looks like it's not too bad. The aircraft is still fairly stable. If we can zoom out on the GPS. How long's the flight today? It's a little bit longer than what we've done so far. Nothing too major. Yeah, it's a straight line path for quite a little while, from what I can see. Around the cockpit, see if there is something that I'm thinking of, but probably doesn't exist in this aircraft. If it doesn't, then I'll just forget about it. Yeah, I'm sure that's what that is. So if I set it to so yeah, nav hold on, that should keep it on the flight path. It doesn't always do that for whatever reason. However, I'm not going to force it, as I've always had some random issue with that. Rain has started again. And we'll continue for the majority of this flight.
Altitude of 4,000 feet. We hope you're finding the flight comfortable despite the best efforts of the weather.
And is that the island just ahead of us in the distance? Fair enough, so it's not as actually long a flight as I thought it would be. quickly stick into the moving map. So yeah, there's user, and there's United States. That's what's about. So that's Lanai, which has just its default airports, no scenery add-ons here. There you go, Lanai City. So we've been to Kahalui, we've been to Kalaupapa, we've been to Molokai. I'm not sure if we've been to Panda yet, probably not, 'cause it's just a runway. And then Honolulu definitely has some modern interesting scenery going on here. Hotel November Lima. See if they make us use any of the glide slopes as well. See if I even know how to set it up is a question. Cool, really strong gusts there. We'll lower the throttle tiny bits. Otherwise the aircraft should stay stable for as long as we hopefully can get. Yeah, it's a very different story to my FS Passenger series, where in this case the storm is actually trying to fight us as opposed to FS Passengers, which is a real world weather where the storm is acting like it would do in the real world. This is that's a very different saga. But either way, it should be quite a fun little fight that. So 20-minute on the UI, again I don't think the UI has been set up properly, so this is again not going to be a 20-minute flight at all. It's going to be a bit longer than that. A lot longer than that actually if you're flying across the sea, the Pacific. And again, just a pipe up sitting in the middle of nowhere somewhere. Okay, it's back to the cockpit. Let's enjoy the rain, stormy wind effects on the window. Something Doctel games are very proud of, let me tell you. Their rain particle effects on the windshields. It does look decent, I'm not going to take it away from them, it does look decent, they are proud of it. Can't wait to see what the community can bring out as well, with the SDK now being fully public as well. So yeah. Despite being on navigation, holds the aircraft still on its normal path. This thing doesn't work as it should do. Yeah, the storm really is now pushing onto the aircraft. Really fighting against us in the storm. If only I had FS Passengers installed on this, I can only imagine how the passengers are reacting. Heavy turbulence. Suffering along the entire journey. I can only imagine how they're feeling in the back. Yeah, navigation is definitely not working. If I take an approach, sometimes in some aircraft approach works. In this case it's L2, so yeah, if I just stick it on normal heading holds, that will do me for now. Hold, approach off. Back course no, altitude hold's already set at 4,000 cruising altitude. On the displays as well, just to see how the turbulence is. That will tell me zoom out, put in. Zoomed enough, there we go. Come on aircraft, you can do it. Just a bit of rain, just a bit of rain. You're built to fly in this condition. No, the Drawyah DA228 is built to fly in this condition. Shame though my one at Drawyah Airlines doesn't work as it should. Always failing at every moment it can. Still a bit turbulent in some cases. Landing's going to be quite fun in this. Yeah, how are you doing guys doing in the cruise ship below? Partying through the storm. Hope you guys thought today was a great day for sailing, because it certainly isn't. there's Molokai just behind us. Now going to the distance as we shake around in turbulence. Yeah, the passengers back of the aircraft as well, just looking out the window. Nice and shaky, nice and stormy. Fun, isn't it? Oh no, you can't move the wind. Oh, if we can move the window blinds, some aircraft would let you do that. Obviously not in this one. Yeah, tray tables sit in the pockets and that, so you can actually interact with. So surely you can move the window blinds. Obviously not. Hang on, what's that? No, I'm not opening the exits. That's suicide, basically. Guys are party cruise to the extreme with terrible weather. One can imagine though, hang on what they want at Honolulu Tower.
Honolulu Tower at 118.1.
Switching to 118.1. Goodbye.
118.1 is set active.
Honolulu Tower, Kahalui Express 594 checking in, squawking 2150. We're currently about 20 miles east from you to land at Honolulu.
Kahalui Express 594, radar contact. Be advised of an indicated storm cell pretty much directly between you and Honolulu. If you want to fly through it, fly in a heading of 270 degrees. If you wish to divert, turn right heading 360.
We're not diverting.
Honolulu, Kahalui Express 594, stand by while I confer with my co-pilot. So, what do you think? Go around the storm or through it? Sounds like if we go around, we might miss our landing slot. But if we go through, I don't think the passengers will appreciate it all that much.
I say we go through it.
Yeah.
Rather a bumpy ride than maybe having to wait in a holding pattern in this weather.
The sooner we're down, the better. I just want off this flight.
Well, passengers conferring with us, so it's 270 they want me to head, so that's fine. Let's do this thing. Flying to the extremes now. See the runways, is that the runway ahead of us? I'm not too sure. Something ahead of us. Either way. Yeah, the storm's definitely now picking up. Aircraft really is
Honolulu
taking the
Tower,
hits.
Kahalui Express 594.
Kahalui Express 594, go ahead.
Kahalui Express 594. Listen, we're going to maintain our intended route and try to stay on schedule. From what we can see up here, we think it's fine to continue through. We might even miss it entirely.
Kahalui Express 594. Roger, you wish to maintain filed route and pass through the weather. Fly heading 270.
I don't like this tower.
Descend and maintain
His voice is just
2,500 feet.
weird. Probably should have cough as well. Just a bit dry air as I breathe in.
270, descend and maintain 2,500 feet. Expecting runway 22 left approach. Kahalui Express
Alright,
594.
down to 25.
This is the captain speaking. We'll soon be passing through a rougher patch of weather, so please make sure you got your seatbelts on tight and anything that can fall or slide through the cabin secured.
And pull back on the throttle before we overspeed it. Back on the throttle, please. There we go. A bit of a delay. So it's 22 left. That runway there. No, that's 26. Sorry. There's 22 left. There's that runway here. So no glide slope. It's gonna be a manual approach, which is fine. Yeah, that's fine. So tower makes us do a right turn at some points, then fly around to the airfield to land. Aircraft is turning as well. Just heading's deactivated, so that's why. For some reason when you control altitude.
Kahalui Express 594. Turn right heading 290. Descend and maintain 2000.
Turning right, heading 290, descend and maintain 2000. Kahalui Express 594.
Someone is going to need to help me out of this seat when we land. I've never held on for dear life as much as that before.
If anyone feels sick, please use the bag stowed under your chair. Nothing to be ashamed of.
Almost at 2,000 feet.
The bag is already in hand, don't you worry about that.
And we're at 290.
Right, idle throttle, we need to slow down as much as we can now, because we are getting to serious speed now. Yeah, I'm still not a fan of this autopilot system at all. We're actually set for 2000 and descending, sorry, turning right heading to 290, that's fine now. So I've got an idea of where we're heading. Just now increase the throttle again. Let's carry on our current approach as it is. So yeah, I now currently climb to get back up to 2000 after this disconnect issue. I have this flight system. In fact, just seats up by one and look down. There we go. That's a much nicer view for me. Let's take a view 5.5. There we go. And yeah, welcome to Honolulu. Welcome to Honolulu. So the airfield is just ahead of us. If we're landing at 2-2, we're going to make a right turn at some point and then come round probably over the airfield, as we've done so far in every single case, including the one that was meant to be a direct approach. And I had a misapproach in that one. Let's see what Tower wants us to do for this turn as well. Yeah, welcome to Honolulu. Here you go, Dovetail Games. Little thing from me. If you want to do a mission pack in somewhere like Hawaii, so where it's industrialized and not so much, like a mix between two, give us some VFR scenery, please. Come on. VFR scenery would be appreciated. I mean, fair enough, it's not too bad. I guess it looks kind of right. You've got your ports, your docks, shape of the coastal is correct. A couple of landmarks like stadium.
I thought you said a few bumps. I'd like to know what your definition of bad weather is.
Kahalui Express 594. Turn right heading 310. You're clear to land runway 22 left.
Kahalui Express 594, turning left, heading 310. Cleared to land runway 22 left.
Turning left?
We'll shortly be landing in Honolulu.
I'm sure he said
Make sure you
turning
get your
left.
seatbelts fastened, tables stowed, and armrests down. Thank you. Everyone okay back there?
That sounds like the kind of warning you give when you know it's going from bad to worse.
There's nothing to worry about. Your captain is being ably assisted by his boss, and I'm ready to take control should he find it too difficult.
I love this guy, co-pilot. So 2 left, it's that one way there. There is an aircraft that's holding short, jet aircraft, so what I will do at this point is now take manual control and just guide this thing in. So solar throttle, descend, right turn, and yeah, try and slow this thing down as much as I can before I can do flaps and gear. If I did it now, they wouldn't rip off because it doesn't have the realistic side of it like FS Passengers, but I'd like to try and keep this as realistic as possible. Yeah, being Honolulu, it's a tarmac runway, it's got plenty of length to it, so it shouldn't, when it comes to braking and stopping, I should be alright. So if I now do gear down, flaps out to max, one hand on the throttle, the other on the stick. Let's guide this thing down. Right, airport should just be coming into view now. There it is. Alright, 22 left. Let's bring this thing in now. Expects a bit of a bumpy landing, but hopefully not too bad one either.
Heading for the wrong runway. 22 left, remember?
Yes, I remember. Just cutting across 22 right for the final turn, which is nice and turbulent, drifting me around. Ooh, don't like this approach at all. Air France A320 holding short of the runway.
Honolulu Tower, Ocean 322 is an Airbus A321.
Ocean?
Is 8 miles northeast of you, Scorpion 2235. Inbound runway 22 left. Requesting permission to land.
Ocean 322, good morning. You're clear to land runway 22
Nice and
left.
heavy, just get this thing down.
29.21. Wind 18 knots, heading 360.
There we go.
Follow traffic, Piper Seneca, Kahalui Express on final. Kahalui Express 594. Vacate the runway left and contact ground on 11. Correction, 120.9.
Clear to land runway 22 left. Altimeter 29.21. Wind 18 knots, heading 360. Following Kahalui Express, slow mover in comparison. On final.
Roger. Vacate and switch to 120.9.
So if I just get back to
Kahalui
that
Express 594.
area there. Just get off the runway as soon as possible. Like I said, a bit of a heavy touchdown that, but with the weather, one I kind of just had to do just to get ourselves down. Yeah, we've now vacated the runway, contacts ground, and now my co-pilot boss guy can do the rest. Well, that was a difficult flight.
Ground, Kahalui Express 594.
Can't even see outside anymore.
22 left off the left side. Requesting taxi instructions to our ramp.
Kahalui Express 594, taxi to your designated ramp using taxiway Charlie, Honolulu ground.
Taxiing to designated ramp using Charlie, Kahalui Express 594.
So it's over
We'd
there
like
somewhere.
to thank you for flying with us today, and we hope, regardless of the weather, you had a pleasant flight. From all at Kahalui Air, we thank you for choosing us to serve you today.
God, there's only 2 passengers on the back. One of them's not even said anything yet either. Anyway, so the jet's coming into land now. Ooh, very heavy landing from him. But I did see some light shakiness for the landing due to turbulence. And yeah, it says Air France on the side of it, so unless Air France call sign is Oceanic, whatever they call themselves. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I actually don't know what Air France's call sign is. But hey, let's just get to our ramp now. Now, have I missed a turn-off point? I think I may have. As long as we get ourselves into the vague area of that arrow, that's fine. But yeah, I don't like taxiing this aircraft at all, I'm not going to lie. Taxiing the Seneca is not so nice. Not at all. And these weather conditions don't make it easy for me either. Ooh, there you go, like a sudden gust of wind there. Just push to the right. And then I have to overcompensate to the left as well. Again, I don't like this aircraft taxiing. Ooh, again, this weather's getting even worse. Right, please don't gust or anything here. I'm now in a way, a crucial part of this taxi. Coming to gate now. Stop. That'll do. Brake set.
Once again, we thank you for flying with Kahalui Air. We hope you have a great time.
I'm feeling pretty rough. Can someone give me a spare bag?
That was a difficult mission. Genuinely, that was hard. But again, taxiing a car, I don't like doing it at all, unfortunately, but what can I do about it, really? So, we made it to Honolulu in one piece from Molokai. Very turbulent takeoff, very turbulent landing, but we made it in the end. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, do subscribe, and fingers crossed next week's flights will be a little bit nicer for us. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.